Brad Fitzpatrick officially founded LiveJournal in 1999 while studying computer science at the University of Washington. The initial purpose of the platform was to provide a simple method for keeping his high school friends updated on his college activities. He designed the software to allow users to post frequent updates, log moods, and interact via comments. As word of mouth spread throughout the campus, user registration spiked dramatically within the first few months. The unexpected influx of traffic quickly overwhelmed the single server he was running from his bedroom. Brad Fitzpatrick recognized that standard database caching methods could not handle the rapid read and write operations required by thousands of concurrent users. To solve this severe database bottleneck, he began conceptualizing a distributed memory object caching system. He officially wrote the first version of Memcached in 2003 to alleviate the database load of LiveJournal. The system worked by caching data and objects in RAM to reduce the number of times an external data source must be read. He decided to release Memcached as open-source software, allowing developers worldwide to inspect and improve the code. Tech giants like Facebook, LiveJournal, and Wikipedia adopted Memcached almost immediately to scale their operations. The success of Memcached established Brad Fitzpatrick as a visionary engineer in the fields of web scaling and distributed systems. To manage the growing operations of LiveJournal and its infrastructure, he incorporated Danga Interactive. He hired a small, dedicated team of developers to help maintain the expanding codebase. The workplace culture at Danga Interactive was intensely focused on engineering excellence and pragmatism. LiveJournal pioneered early social networking concepts, including friend lists and community moderation tools. The platform grew to millions of users without relying on traditional display advertising campaigns. Instead, user growth was driven entirely by viral invitations and genuine community building. As the user base grew globally, managing physical servers became a round-the-clock logistical challenge for the team. Brad Fitzpatrick frequently spent late nights in data centers, troubleshooting hardware failures and replacing faulty hard drives. He developed several auxiliary tools during this time, including the Mogilef's distributed file system. Mogilef's was designed specifically to handle millions of user-uploaded images without relying on expensive storage area networks. The system distributed files across cheap commodity hardware while maintaining redundancy across separate power grids. He also created Gearman, a job queue system designed to distribute work to multiple machines. Gearman allowed LiveJournal to process background tasks like image resizing and email notifications asynchronously. In 2005, 6apart announced its acquisition of Danga Interactive and the LiveJournal platform. Brad Fitzpatrick joined 6apart as a chief architect following the completion of the acquisition. He relocated to San Francisco to work directly from the main 6apart office. At 6apart, he continued to advocate fiercely for open-source protocols and open standards across the web. He became deeply involved in the development of OpenID to solve the problem of decentralized digital identity. The goal of OpenID was to allow users to log into multiple websites using a single identity provider of their choice. He spent significant time writing specifications and collaborating with engineers from other tech companies to standardize OpenID. He also co-authored the Open Social specification to promote interoperability among social networking applications. Despite corporate shifting priorities, his focus always remained on creating robust, performant software architectures. In 2007, Brad Fitzpatrick made the pivotal decision to leave 6apart and accept an engineering role at Google. He joined Google as a software engineer, initially focusing on internal social infrastructure projects. His expertise in distributed systems quickly caught the attention of core infrastructure groups within the company. He eventually transitioned to the core Go programming language team at Google. As a key member of the Go team, he significantly optimized the language's standard networking libraries. He took ownership of the net-HTTP package, ensuring it was incredibly fast and capable of handling production-scale traffic.
Open the frame, watch it come alive. Lines on the glass turn into design. One clean move and the whole thing shifts. You tap the edge, now the future fits. Hold that spark, keep it sharp, feel the code in your palm. All the noise falls away, now the signal leads the way. Built for the next move, built for the next move. Sharp and alive tonight. Built for the next move, built for the next move. Everything feels right.
His work on the Go standard library directly enabled the creation of modern cloud infrastructure tools like Docker and Kubernetes. Brad Fitzpatrick became the primary author of Google's implementation of the HTTP/2 protocol in Go. He demonstrated the speed advantages of HTTP/2 by running live performance benchmarks during technical keynotes. His contributions to the Go ecosystem made it the definitive language for modern backend web services. During his personal time at Google, he started an ambitious personal open-source project called Camlistor. Camlistor stood for Content Addressable Multilayer Storage and was later renamed Perkeep. The project aimed to provide individuals with a permanent personal storage system that they could control forever. Brad Fitzpatrick designed Perkeep to model data as immutable blobs, ensuring perfect cryptographic integrity. He regularly spoke at open-source conferences about the absolute necessity of digital preservation and data ownership. He maintained a high level of code quality across all his repositories, reviewable by anyone online. His code reviews on the Go project were legendary for being thorough, educational, and constructive. He mentored dozens of engineers at Google, helping them master systems programming concepts. After 13 years of deep, impactful contributions, Brad Fitzpatrick announced his departure from Google in 2020. He joined the fully remote startup Tailscale as a software engineer and co-founder figure. Tailscale focused on creating secure, zero-config mesh virtual private networks using the WireGuard protocol. At Tailscale, he brought his extensive networking expertise to solve complex peer-to-peer connectivity issues. He wrote extensive, deep-dive technical articles explaining how Tailscale achieves connection establishment through NATs. His presence at Tailscale helped validate the startup's technology stack within the broader developer community. Brad Fitzpatrick worked on making the control plane of Tailscale exceptionally fast and horizontally scalable. He actively contributed to the open-source WireGuard implementation in Go during this period. He remained an advocate for extreme minimalism in code design, avoiding unnecessary dependencies at all costs. His development style emphasizes writing comprehensive automated tests for every edge case imaginable. Throughout his career, Brad Fitzpatrick maintained a personal blog where he shared technical insights and project updates. He also cataloged his extensive collection of electronic gadgets and historical computing hardware online. His engineering philosophy heavily influenced a generation of developers building the modern internet infrastructure. He consistently demonstrated that elegant software solutions arise from a deep understanding of core networking protocols. He frequently participated in internet standards bodies to help shape the future of network communications. Brad Fitzpatrick preferred writing raw code to managing corporate politics or administrative hierarchies. His open-source projects continue to power infrastructure worth billions of dollars worldwide. He pioneered the practice of public post-mortems for system outages to foster shared learning across the industry. His work on LiveJournal laid the technical and social blueprints for modern blogging platforms. He remains active in the software community, routinely committing code to critical infrastructure repositories. The distributed systems community widely regards his early work as foundational text for modern scaling theory. He proved that a small team of talented developers could outperform massive corporate engineering groups. Brad Fitzpatrick's design for Memcached focused entirely on simplicity, avoiding feature creep over decades. His commitment to user privacy and data ownership inspired many modern, decentralized web movements. He continually refactored his old code to maintain its relevance as underlying hardware architectures evolved. His work at Tailscale changed how modern companies reason about internal network security perimeters. He remains a quintessential engineer's engineer, admired for his technical humility and problem-solving velocity. His legacy is cemented not by corporate titles, but by the lines of code running silently in millions of servers.
Open the frame, watch it come alive. Lines on the glass turn into design. One clean move and the whole thing shifts. You tap the edge, now the future fits. Hold that spark, keep it sharp, feel the code in your palm. All the noise falls away, now the signal leads the way. Built for the next move.